All right, what's up everyone? We are back and today we are doing a little Ching disc review. Let's get into it. Okay, so for those that don't know Ching discs, they were a Chinese company that had a few molds. They stopped making them, I believe, and then Scott Stokely bought the company, owns the company now, and he's now mass producing them again. So they're kind of making a little bit of a resurgence. But yeah, they're just these really weird discs. Like, let me show you, for those that don't know, Ching discs have these little kind of thumb, let me get that to focus again. Have these little thumb like track grooves in there where you put your thumb wherever it feels comfortable. I actually have arrows on mine, but they're just kind of, I guess for lack of a better word, they're weird. You know what I mean? Because this is out of the quote unquote normal of disc golf. You see discs with thumb tracks, you see them like the bangers, you know, GT zones have that little thumb track in them, but you never see anything quite like this. And I think a lot of people will write it off. I have not thrown these yet. I know Scott Stokely came to the store. It's been a few weeks now. And we got some from him, so I want to try them out today. But right now there's 2 molds. There might be more coming, don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but let's just talk about them first. So I was already showing you, this is the Juju. It's I have in my notes on the back. It's just dead straight putter. It's 2.4-10, so it is kind of that point and shoot. There might be a little bit of turn. Again, not so much fade, but I think for just a smooth putter shot, it should just be relatively flat the whole way. So it should be interesting to see how that is. We'll see if we can get a little profile here too. So yeah, I mean, very normal putter, you know, thickness, diameter, all that stuff. But you just got to get past the dimples, I think. If you can get past those, I think you'll be fine. But let's move on to the mid. This is the Precision. It's just your like standard, you know, mid-range. It's 4.5 speed, so it's a little slower, but I'll explain that in a second. 4.11, very buzz-esque, but like, this is just like, I don't know, it's really deep for a mid. So like, if you can look at that, like, I mean, you can see, oh, let me focus. All right, that's funny. All it took was me moving to the other side for it to kind of focus a little bit, but you can see how deep that is. And like, I'll see if I can just stack the Juju on top of it. But you can see how, I mean, this is like, I feel like your normal putter. This is like a very, very deep, domey mid-range. I feel like most mids are like relatively flat. You might have some dome to them depending on like run to run, but these are just how these come out. So it should be interesting as far as feel goes on like how, I'm not concerned about the flight necessarily, but like the feel is going to be like the biggest thing for me, I think, with these. And like, again, I've marked the arrow kind of where, you know, which one my thumb fits best in. Like, I literally just went all the way around and just felt and felt and felt until I finally just happened to land on this one. And that's the interesting thing too, is that it's different feels, but like you can tell, like with the flat bottom of the Juju here, my thumb best, or yeah, my thumb best fits right there. But on the Precision, it's on the opposite side and not as high up. So it's just weird how that works out. I guess it's probably different for everyone. I'm not sure. I haven't even thought about throwing this forehand. It actually kind of terrifies me, but I think what we're gonna do today is we're playing Oak Grove. It's a little pitch and putt course, like the longest holes, like maybe 300 feet. We're gonna play out here, 9 holes, just throw both off each tee and just kind of see how they fly and mess around with both, and probably try different thumb placements just to see. I don't think you'll get different flights necessarily, but I don't know, it should be interesting. All right, so yeah, like I said, 2 off the top for both. I brought my own putter, my links that I normally use, because my putting has been in a bad spot recently. So we're just gonna work on that with those guys that I'm actually gonna use. This is also premium plastic. So this is a, what is it? This is their miso plastic. I don't know, the way I can compare it is like Champion plastic. They're see-through type. This is their thermo plastic, which I actually really like. I had through the Cardinal when it was a first run from Stokely discs, and the thermo plastic, and I actually love it. I don't hate the miso either, but it's definitely a little gummier, a little, I mean, this isn't, they have miso soft, but this is just miso is how much you can bend, and then the thermo is not as much. So I don't think there's going to be much difference in flights with these plastics, but we'll see. Hole 1, 215 feet. It's straight through these trees, but kind of the play right now, because it's a little overgrown, it's just backhand hyzer in there. I might go juju flat, just try to go right at it, but I'm gonna go hyzer backhand with the precision. Got to make sure my thumb lines up. That's gonna be like the kind of the tough part, is because every single time I'm gonna have to make sure I'm in that same spot. I also can't tell, it's so deep, I can't tell if I want to fan grip or if I just want a power grip. We're gonna try power grip. Yeah, we're not power gripping anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's actually not a bad shot, but I just imagine it'll be the same. But literally, like when I was power gripping, my index finger like couldn't reach like the end of like that end of like the rim, or you know what I mean? I don't know what word I'm trying to say. My mind's moving fast, but that was terrible. All right, so fan grip, I'm gonna be like modified. Like my pinky's still tucked, but my index finger's off the rim. Okay, yeah, I mean, that -2, I'm gonna go pick those up because those were bad, but we're gonna try that again. That was weird. Okay, that's straight up, neither of those felt good coming out of the hands. And I will say, like, because they have these dimples, let's use this one because it shows up better on camera. They have these dimples, obviously, but that means on the underside, they're on the bottom. So like, depending on where your hand is, like my fingers could like bump up against these, and I feel like I don't have any grip. So I don't know, mess around with hand feel, but I don't know. Okay, well, I was aiming right at that tree. So that was user error. However, I still don't feel super confident throwing it. So that's why we do it though. That's why we do it, we'll figure it out. Okay. I actually threw it in the air. Okay, fan grip, juju, not bad. Fan grip, precision, still figuring it out. Those first couple throws were not super inviting, to be honest with you, because I don't know. I mean, the feel is really just weird. So I'm not gonna write it off early, way too early to be like, these are, you know, and I don't wanna say they're bad, because I never wanna say a disc is bad. But let me pick this up. But it's just, there's weird, and then there's weird, you know what I mean, as far as discs go. So I don't know, I don't know. All right, definitely had this one on more hyzer, because the first one I thought I threw pretty flat and just like immediately turned, and there's not much wind. So the fact that that held is pretty nice, honestly. Oh boy, great. Guess we'll try putting with it. I don't know where to put my thumb. Dang. Okay, we're just going to pretend hole 1 never happened. We're gonna start fresh on hole 2. 250 feet, definitely backhand hyzer. You can go forehand, but I doubt I'd be able to with these discs. Forehand flat, or backhand flat, I mean, let it crash. We're gonna hit these pretty hard too. Man, I want a power grip so bad, but it's like my fingers are curling on top of the little bumps underneath. So it's like, I don't know, it's just, I don't love it. Okay, swing over. Okay, I mean, that went dead straight. I missed the line, didn't throw it on much hyzer. Went, I mean, probably about 270, and I feel like I didn't even throw it that hard. So, hyzer with the juju, that was pure fan grip too. That was nothing underneath. That was pure fan grip. So we're gonna try the same thing, because that didn't feel terrible. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens here. That is about as dead straight gets. Yeah, I mean, that's even a little deep as well, so, okay. Okay, so pretending hole 1 never happened, we started on hole 2. I don't hate what happened there. Is it like kind of weird knowing you have to grip a specific spot on the disc for, at least for me, for maximum comfortability? Is that a word? Yeah, I'm not a super huge fan of that, but if you can figure it out and know what you like, is there a spot for it? Sure, there's always a spot for a disc like this in your bag, but I don't know. And it's interesting because I love Scott Stokely. He came into the store, talked to my dad for an hour or so. Super cool dude. Love what he does for disc golf. I love Stokely discs. I just don't know. I don't know if these are the answer. You know what I mean? All right, really loving the 20 to 25 footers today. There we go. That felt good. That was a confident putt. Okay, not a bad hole for him. This one is gonna be interesting and I think very telling as far as the numbers go. We're looking at 233, it's sitting up and to the right. So for both of these, it's gonna be flat to the kind of turnover shot up the hill. Just to see if they hold, you know what I mean? Or see if they burn over, see how true these numbers are. Did I throw that on hyzer? Wow. Okay. I don't know if I threw that on hyzer, but I feel like that got stable really fast. Okay. We're gonna try that again. All right, round two. Backhand turnover is not my forte, so. See, just like that. All right, this one's almost gonna have to be flatter, I think. Yeah, it's gonna slide up there. In circle, maybe? Okay, I think I already have like a pretty accurate depiction of these discs, but I'm gonna save it to the end just to give them a fair chance. No, I guess not, I'm not spoiling that it's gonna be bad, but it's gonna be neutral. I don't know. Come on, let's go. All right, this isn't necessarily a great hole for disc reviews, but it's only 150 feet, but I am just gonna do little standstill kind of approaches. And if that, it's actually interesting. So like my thumb right now on the Juju is here, but you can tell my arrow is on this one. So like even now, like it's changed from what feels comfortable in my hands. I don't know about this one yet. I don't know, I like especially, well actually like most discs outside of putters, I like to be flat. So if you're into domey stuff, this could definitely be for you, but it's a little weird in the hands for me. I mean, really though, that's off right. That is legitimately dead straight. I hope I wasn't in the way. Even this one too, you can see the arrow down at the bottom, but I'm finding myself like wider on these things. Oh, please. Ah. Yeah, not a great hole to do these, but other ones will be better. Okay, I've been thinking of comparisons for these discs just so you guys have like a better idea of like kind of what you're dealing with if you choose to buy one. As it stands, I don't have one for the precision yet. I haven't really thrown it good to find out. The Juju is very much like a beat up like proxy or something. Like if you throw it, like it doesn't even have to throw hard, it'll flip up to flat. You might get a little turn, you throw it flat, it's just gonna kind of turn and hold, but you just throw it nice and smooth, it's gonna be dead straight, which I have one of those in my bag right now, so that's why I can know, or like have an idea of what this fly's like, but I haven't figured this one out yet. But we're looking at 219, another shorty. Again, we're just gonna go straight at it. I'm probably gonna have to hyzer the Juju some, but we'll see. See, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that's a fine shot, but that's just, I mean, it like quickly flipped, but just kind of like pushing hyzer, but I also didn't throw it very hard. So we'll throw precision harder. Yeah, go. Ah. Okay, so I mean I don't want to give it the Buzz comparison because the Buzz is like a goated disc, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's pretty similar to like a brand new ESP Buzz, I think, out of the box. All right, we're gonna putt with the Juju because I think we're close enough. I would hopefully make this, but I don't have a base plastic one, but I'd be interested to see like actually like committing to putt with it, what it would do. You know what I mean? I didn't hate that, honestly. All right, this one should be interesting. We're looking just under 290 feet. That's funny. I played another round earlier. If you see, I'm wearing the same clothes as a different video, but I thought it was only 230 feet. So when I was short, I was confused. 290 feet. This is going to be interesting. Slight headwind. We're going to have to go pretty good hyzer on these and let them rip and just see what happens. Hopefully we get some full flights out of them, you know, but we'll see. No, oh, because I didn't hate that either. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, that wasn't good. We're gonna try again. It's gonna be short. Not by much. The precision just doesn't feel incredible coming out of the hands. You know what I mean? This one has a 0% chance of getting to the basket. Yeah, nah. All right, that's about what I expected both ways. Long putt here, this would be sweet to make, especially with a low gallery, because why not? Nope, short. Imagine. All right, the heat is increasing. So is my need for water, which is in the car. This hole's 300 feet. We're just gonna try to hit it as hard as we can. Very similar to the last one, but I'm gonna try to like max flight. Like I'm definitely gonna throw this out flatter instead of hyzer like the last one. And this one will probably be very similar to the last hole, but I gotta keep it low because it's pretty low ceiling. So we'll see. We're just going pure distance on these. Oh, you stupid idiot. Don't you just hate yourself when you do that? Oh yeah. I mean, 300, that's probably a 250 shot. And I threw that hard, but I didn't want to throw it into the ground. So made sure it was higher, just softer. Tell you what, the only thing I'm really doing good today is leaving myself about 45 to 50 feet. And then you pull it. Oh boy, it's getting too hot. All right, we've got 2 more and we're out of here. Oops, this is my putter. As it stands, Juju, just fine. No real problems with it because I feel like for the most part, you're not gonna be throwing this disc hard. The precision, I think is just, for me, too deep. Like I can't comfortably fan grip this. I can't power grip it. It's just, I don't know, it's just a weird one. But we've got 213 here. We're gonna try the backhand turnover, just try to smooth them out there. It's not very far. Try to throw good shots. I'm gonna adjust the camera so you can see it. All right, the goal is to not hit this tree right off the tee. Oh, that's actually really good. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, I hate to be that guy that like, that might go in. That had a good line. Ah, yeah, that's too much anhyzer. Heck of a lot closer though. Oh my gosh, dude, could you imagine acing with one of those? I'm gonna go ahead and certify it with the AMIs that had I not hit these branches that are hanging over the basket, would have got in. Might have gone over, but I would like to think that it would have gone in. We'll always have that moment, you know? All right, this is it. 303, I think is what it said. I just walked past it pretty fast. I would like to throw the precision good at least once. It's tough to do a review when you don't throw the disc well, you know what I mean? And I feel like part of that is obviously user error, but I feel like some of that just isn't my fault. It's just a weird disc. Juju, this thing is great. Will it make the bag? No, you know, because I have discs that do this. But could it make somebody's bag? Definitely. I like this one a lot. We're gonna go pretty hard. We're gonna try not to throw this precision into the ground. See what happens. There we go. I wanted a little bit of turn out of there. Okay. Wow. Okay. That was probably the best shot I've thrown all day between both of them. That was exactly what I wanted to do. And I would like to note the turn on that. I feel like, granted, I didn't throw it very hard. It's probably about pin high, which is great, 300 feet. But it came out pretty quickly, you know what I mean? So we'll see how the Juju does. I'm gonna try to throw it flat, but still give it the height so it has that chance to like fly. Come out, please. Yeah, it's just one of those discs. You get it on angle, it's just gonna slow pan. I thought I threw that flatter, and maybe I did, but still that -1 just pushed it. But we'll go see where that precision is at. All right, pretty close to pin high, you know what I mean? Just a little, I mean, it is almost pin high. I'm just left of the basket. Again, another 20 footer. Gotta make these. Yeah. Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, so that's it for the Ching disc review. Pretty neutral emotions towards them. The Juju I definitely like a lot more than the Precision, just because the Precision is basically feels like a putter. It's just not. But I definitely need to do a little more with them. If you don't think this was enough, let me know. I'll probably do like an Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts type thing, just go a little more in depth if you'd like. But I do have a Stokely Discs full lineup review coming here soon as well, so stay tuned for that. But that is all I got for you. We're on the quest this year for 3,000 subscribers. We're moving pretty quickly, and that's all thanks to you guys. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. We have a ton of stuff. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, sometimes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if I'm a little behind schedule. But a lot of videos, a lot of fun stuff that I would love for you guys to be a part of. So that is all I got for you today. Ozark Mountain Discs, to the moon.